The Vietnam War, a stark period in global history marked by division and controversy, unfolded between 1955 and 1975, with most of the United States' involvement starting in 1961. It was a proxy conflict of the larger Cold War between the United States and Soviet Union, localized in the lush landscapes of Southeast Asia, affecting millions and sparking widespread protests. The war was a significant chapter in the annals of 20th century history. In the wake of the Vietnam War, many veterans returned to a nation torn by dissent. Their sacrifices often met with silence or scorn rather than recognition or appreciation. Standing proudly in the heart of Cedaredge, Colorado, this monument serves as a stirring tribute to the veterans of the Vietnam War. This monument stands as a belated but heartfelt tribute to those men and women. Despite the years and the turmoil, their service has not been forgotten, and their sacrifices will forever be honored. The intricate images that adorn its surface, carefully etched and sandblasted, do more than simply commemorate historical events. They encapsulate personal stories of courage, resilience, and sacrifice. This monument is not just a testament to the past, but a beacon of remembrance, offering every visitor a deeper understanding of the profound human experiences of war. We begin our journey with an inscription, "Welcome Home," a phrase of comfort and acceptance that many Vietnam War veterans tragically never heard upon their return. Given the contentious nature of the war, many came home not to parades and gratitude, but hostility and indifference. These words on the monument offer long overdue recognition of the service and sacrifice of these veterans. Firstly, we turn our gaze to the compelling etching of the Vietnam Veterans Memorial, also known as the Wall. This iconic monument in Washington, D.C., meticulously represented here, is a striking expanse of polished black granite bearing the names of over 58,000 service members who made the ultimate sacrifice or remain missing.
Now all Americans can agree that Vietnam veterans deserve recognition and appreciation for their sacrifices, and that is why the Vietnam Veterans Memorial stands here today.
It stands as a somber testament to the vast human cost of the Vietnam War.
Less than a decade after the fighting stopped, a memorial was built, willed into existence by Vietnam veteran Jan Scruggs.
Jan Scruggs and these veterans got land from Congress, and they set up this competition.
A design competition. Among the contestants, college junior Maya Lin. The veterans had only one requirement. The memorial must include the names of those who lost their lives. Lin's winning design was controversial. Some thought it morbid, hideous, insufficient. Its effect, quite the opposite.
Next, our focus shifts to the Vietnam Women's Memorial. Immortalized here in stone, it serves as a profound homage to the more than 265,000 women, a great many of them nurses who served during the conflict. Their collective heroism, often overlooked in the grand narratives of war, is acknowledged and honored here. Together, these representations remind us that war's toll extends beyond the battlefield, touching countless lives and enduring generations.
Let no one ever again mistake who you are. Let no one ever forget you again and what you did for this nation. And don't ever hide the fact again that you are a veteran of the Vietnam War. It's been a long journey here from Vietnam and other parts of the world where you served. But the journey for most of us still isn't over. Many are just beginning their healing, but this is our place to start.
An anonymous letter was found at the base of the memorial, simply stating, "I don't know your name. Thank you for saving my life," one of many. This humble note encapsulates the untold gratitude to the angels of mercy on the battlefield. Depicted here is the stark black and white prisoner of war, missing in action flag, an enduring symbol of national commitment to accounting for soldiers, who were POWs or still remain missing in action. Prisoners of war endured unimaginable hardships during the Vietnam War, facing brutal treatment, psychological torment, and grueling living conditions. Their struggle didn't end upon their release. Once back home, these brave individuals often grappled with physical, emotional, and societal scars of their captivity. Their return was marred by a nation's indifference or hostility rather than the welcoming embrace they so deserved. As of 2021, 1,585 Americans are still listed as missing in action in Southeast Asia. Alongside it is a representation of a prisoner of war bracelet worn by millions of Americans during the Vietnam War. These bracelets were inscribed with the names of captured or missing soldiers, each one a personal pledge to remember. Our monument's creator, Kathy Meskel of Support Our Soldiers Foundation, carried such a reminder when she was a child, a bracelet bearing the name of Captain Lance Sajan, a United States Air Force officer who, despite being severely injured and captured by the enemy, exhibited extraordinary courage and resilience. His brave legacy, etched in this stone, pays homage to the unyielding spirit of many prisoners of war. We then see the USS Seawolf, one of the U.S. Navy's most decorated submarines during the Vietnam War. Her service symbolizes the multifaceted nature of the conflict, including the often overlooked role of the Navy. An echo from the underground war fought in Vietnam, we see the representation of the tunnel rats. These fearless soldiers, often unsung, performed the perilous duty of infiltrating Viet Cong tunnel networks, an apt testament to the audacious courage displayed in the face of immense danger. Immortalized here, too, are the UE helicopters, the airborne workhorses of the war. These machines, often associated with the sounds and imagery of Vietnam, carried troops, supplies, and hope across the hazardous terrain. Finally, a tribute to the K-9 units nicknamed Hell on Paws. These brave dogs and their handlers led patrols, sniffed out traps, and saved countless lives, underscoring the multitude of forms heroism takes. This monument stands as a silent, steadfast tribute to the men and women of the Vietnam War. In a time when they were denied the glory and compassion of their nation, this monument echoes to them. You are seen, you are remembered. Let this monument remind us of their valor and sacrifice as we offer them a long-deserved welcome home. For a more detailed history on the Vietnam War, please read our full history below or listen to our audio file.